The National Black College Alumni Hall of Fame Foundation, Inc. presents AYEL, Andrew Young Emerging Leaders Institute.
How do you suggest we leverage the diversity and inclusion that's going on in a number of industries right now?
Now is the time. Lockheed Martin and the company I work for today invest a lot in terms of the talent pipeline and ensuring that we've got minorities and women who are going to be capable of coming to work for us, right? So now is the time. So I encourage young people, as you're working on your career today, one of the things, if I could have gone back and done things over for myself, I came out of college, I had a great degree from an awesome institution, but I hadn't done any internships, right? So if you can get an internship, do internships. And I also came out, had a great degree in biology and chemistry, but really no real experience in terms of how, or understanding how I could really have leveraged that, other than going to medical school. So I encourage you, now is the time to begin to think about really building marketable skills, right? Not the skills your mom or your parents say you're good at, right? But the real skills that's going to get you, people in corporate America to look at you. And so many of you, this program right here is a perfect example that you should have at the top of your resume. Because you were selected to be here because you're already special, right? And so you've got to find a way to differentiate yourself. And so that is not about, bringing people down, being a crab. It's not about that. But you do have to understand that companies, particularly in Lockheed Martin, because I was in the HR side there, we were very snooty about who we hired, right? We wanted the highest GPA. If you didn't have a 3.0 or higher, we didn't even look at your resume. 3.0, think about that, right? And companies today can be just that snooty in some cases, right? And so then beyond that, the next thing we would look for, did you have a leadership role? Were you involved? Were you volunteering? Were you giving back? How were you able to balance, the education part of your life and then the volunteerism, those kinds of things? And so those things really, really become important. But companies today are looking for, and I'll tell you, they're looking for minorities and women, but you got to bring your A game every day, right? You don't get to be lazy on Friday because it's the end of the week. No, because you're going to be looked at very differently. Okay? And so I would say still you looked at very differently. But make sure you've got marketable skills that you can exhibit on your resume today. Get those internships, folks, because we look for that in corporate America. And then once you're in the company, like I said, take those assignments nobody else wants. That gives you a chance to stand out. That's what happened in my career. And then do it well. Do it with excellence. Do it like nobody else can do it. If they ask you to sweep the floor, you sweep that floor. And like nobody has ever done it before, right? You do it with a smile and you keep going. But you keep investing in yourself. But companies today are really looking for, we're concerned about the workforce of the future. Many of you may opt to be like this young man right here, right? I love him, but I want somebody to come take my job so I can really go home one day. So you keep doing great things, but think about corporate America as well.
Every company is not the same when it comes to diversity. Please trust and believe. So make sure you do your homework and find out, because if they don't have a chief diversity officer, then they're probably not going to be serious about diversity. And the reason that they're serious about diversity, well, let's keep it real, is that in the 2010 census, we're always called minorities, right? Well, one of the things that the reason that corporate America is swinging back toward diversity again is because with the immigration laws and between the Hispanic population and blacks combined with Asians, we're really not the minority anymore. We will be the majority in combination. So to have a local workforce, you don't have any choice. The people that you're going to be looking at are going to be people of color. So it just makes good business sense to invest in our development. So when you say leverage, I'm saying we can leverage that. But leverage doesn't mean, well, I'm going to use that to get in. And I know you didn't mean it like that. But you won't stay there just because of diversity. You're going to have to bring your A++ game. It might get you in the door with all those things that Shan talked about. But once you get in there, you got to work hard and stay on your A game at all times. And that's really anything. We got to bring the A game.
AYEL, Andrew Young Emerging Leaders Institute. Thank you for watching this segment. Stay tuned to the National Black College Alumni Hall of Fame Foundation, Inc. Be sure to visit our website for more great content like this at www.nbcahof.org.